Good morning, Sir Francis Bacon. Thank you for joining us at such a short notice.
Not at all, not at all. I love being interviewed.
Anyway, let's not dilly-dally. Let's get right into it.
Righto.
I understand you have contributed to many different fields. Would you care to briefly run through the various posts you've held?
My pleasure. Well, following my matriculation and graduation from Trinity College, Cambridge, I occupied the positions of Parliamentarian, Attorney General, and Lord Chancellor, as well as several other governmental posts. I have also dabbled in the fields of philosophy and science, publishing many works on these subjects.
How fascinating. Now, you say you have dabbled in science. However, my sources indicate you did more than just dabble. Would you care to extrapolate on this?
Why, certainly. Well, a few years back I published a work titled Novum Organum. In this, I express my views on reason, and in not just the scientific world, but in life in general. It is my opinion that it is not enough to simply use logical reasoning. In drawing a conclusion, one must also apply inductive reasoning.
The Baconian method?
Indeed. In my own humble opinion, I believe this system, while not necessarily perfect, is far superior to anything we have had before this year, 1620. Through the process of deduction and induction, in accordance with previous observations, one can arrive at more credible conclusions and clearly see the patterns that govern the various disciplines of science and the life beyond. Humans naturally have inaccurate preconceived notions. Using this new method of mine should ensure that these inaccurate notions do not lead to inaccurate results.
How profoundly interesting. While you have introduced novel ideas about reasoning, you also have some interesting ideas on the concept of statehood. What factors do you believe contribute to the ideal state?
Such an interesting topic. Well, as I mentioned in my recently published book, The New Atlantis, there are several factors that contribute to a perfect society. Ideally, citizens should display generosity and enlightenment, dignity and splendor, piety and public spirit. While these things may seem to be rather quixotic in nature, with discipline this can indeed be achieved. Furthermore, I believe it is of great importance that said citizens recognize the greatness of God.
What about the more practical side of things? What specific achievements do you believe make countries powerful?
Well, first of all, I believe that knowledge is power. It is through knowledge and ingenuity that humans were able to develop printing, gunpowder, and compasses. Creations such as these have changed the face of our world immeasurably, more than anything else. It is through learning that I believe societies advance, hence my development of the Baconian method.
I see. Now, on another educational note, I understand you believe knowledge should be classified differently than it is currently. Could you elaborate on this?
My pleasure. Well, I believe that human knowledge should be divided into three main branches: history, poesy, and philosophy. This classification system promotes philosophy, which further enhances one's ability to learn. In this system, history and poesy are close relatives of philosophy, presenting everything that has happened and everything that could conceivably happen.
Indeed. It is my understanding that you are not just well-versed in the art of philosophy, but also in that of writing.
Yes. Yes, I do enjoy writing. In addition to the scientific and philosophical works I've already mentioned, I've also written plays and comedies.
I understand that you have written for the William Shakespeare.
Well, given the immense success of Will's plays, that is a very, very controversial topic. The truth of the matter is,